Hello everybody and welcome to today's video, and in today's video I'll be doing a 2024 election prediction between Julian Castro and Donald Trump. By the way, I'm on vacation. There's been I think weird Wi-Fi or something. I'm not even certain at this point. But I think my videos have been uploading really late, so this video today is I think it's gonna be scheduled to come up on August 4th, but it may come up on the 5th or something weird, so as apologies there. Once I get back home, hopefully I'll be back or hopefully the videos will come up at typical times. So just labeling all the likely states now: Kansas, Nebraska's first, Iowa, Ohio, South Carolina, Alaska, second for Trump. So for Castro, New Mexico, I see him doing well enough with the working class and doing well enough with Hispanic and Latino voters in New Mexico to be able to carry it likely. Virginia, I think this would actually be probably more narrow. I do see him doing well enough in the D.C. suburbs, but I see him struggling with black voters. Men at large, I see him doing well enough with white, rural, college-educated voters. Minnesota, I see him doing well enough in Minneapolis, doing well enough with the working class, and doing well enough in the suburbs to still carry it likely. Trump's likely states: Nebraska's first. The suburbs are going to continue to shift. Oh, by the way, for Castro, Nebraska's second. Suburbs will shift, and he's already a decent suburban candidate. Kansas, Trump is going to still get fairly decent rural turnout, or good rural turnout, but Castro's going to be able to shift the suburbs enough. South Carolina, Castro's going to struggle with the black vote. Trump's going to do well enough with white rural voters, so it's probably going to be like R plus 14, but it could actually go up to being a safe margin. Iowa, I don't see Castro having enough appeal to Obama to Trump voters to be able to bring it down from being likely, but I do think it'll be, I do think it'll probably, well, it could narrow up. It's kind of interesting. I see him actually being fairly similar to someone like Trump, for those voters, and I actually think that I would probably vote to the left of Ohio. I see him having enough appeal to rural college-educated voters, or to Obama to Trump voters. Where did that come from? That he can shift it farther to the left, or that he can make it vote to the left of Ohio. In Ohio, he's gonna do well enough. He's gonna do decent with the working class. At least for a Democrat, and he's gonna do decent in the suburbs. He's gonna really struggle with black voters, whereas Trump's still gonna get pretty good white rural turnout, very good. Maine second. Trump has enough populist appeal against someone like Castro to carry it likely, but it'll probably be narrower. Alaska, Castro is going to get decent Native American turnout. We're probably going to see more and more Native Americans turning out and shifting it to the left, but Castro is going to do decent. And he's also going to do decent with oil workers, so it'll probably be like R plus 7-ish. For Castro's lane states, he gets Nevada, Arizona, and New Hampshire. Nevada, he's going to get probably pretty good Hispanic and Latino turnout, so it'll probably just be like a little bit of a larger margin of victory. In Arizona, he's going to do well enough in the traditionally conservative suburbs and do well enough with Hispanic and Latino voters. In New Hampshire, I see Trump being better for white rural college educated voters, but it could easily be likely. For Trump's lane states, he gets Texas and North Carolina. So in Texas, Trump is going to get pretty decent rural turnout. Castro is going to do pretty well with Hispanic and Latino voters, and do pretty well in the suburbs. Shift them enough to the left. I think if you were against somebody, or I think if you weren't against Trump, I think if you were against, honestly, well, maybe Ron DeSantis, someone who's not going to get as much rural turnout is also going to struggle in the suburbs. Ted Cruz, maybe. No, he's not a great example. There's somebody who's going to get really bad rural turnout and really bad suburban turnout. He would actually maybe carry it, which is kind of interesting. Castro, that is, but I don't see it. I don't see that happening yet. In North Carolina, Castro is going to struggle with black voters. He's going to do decent and with white voters in the suburbs. He's going to do pretty decent with the working class, but Trump's going to get enough rural turnout, and Castro's going to struggle enough with black voters that Trump still carries it by a lean margin. For Castro's tilt state, he gets Michigan. Trump gets Wisconsin, Georgia, Florida, and North Carolina, or Pennsylvania is a bit of a toss-up. I'll get to it in a minute, but it's a bit of a toss-up. Wisconsin, and honestly Michigan. Wisconsin just obviously being more conservative than Michigan. Trump is going to do pretty good if rural voters, do pretty good if the working class. Castro's actually probably going to improve though. But he's going to really struggle with the black vote. But he's going to struggle with the black vote, but he's going to do decent in the suburbs. Trump is probably going to do well enough in Wisconsin realistically to potentially carry it by a lean margin. It'll be like a high lean or a low or a high tilt or a low lean. I'm gonna give it to Trump tilt, but it could easily be lean. Georgia, Castro's gonna struggle with a black vote. Trump's gonna get good enough rural turnout. Honestly, this also could be lean. Florida, Castro's gonna do well enough with Hispanic and Latino voters. He's gonna do well enough in the suburbs and well enough with older white voters to narrow it up. But I still see it narrowly going to Trump. And then for Pennsylvania, I am gonna give it to Castro. It could easily go either way. It's probably like a 50.5 to 49.5, I guess, in chance that it goes to Castro. I see him having enough suburban appeal and enough working class appeal that he's able to narrowly carry it. This could easily go to Trump though. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video. Tomorrow, please comment your suggestions down below. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.